Whew, that's loud. Let's try 23.
Wake up, bird brain! Remember me?
Oh my god, it's Mizumata. The talking sword.
First off, it's Hidalgo.
Hidalgo. Okay, and I gotta turn the volume back up, because I didn't see any volume adjustments on the main menu there. I could be wrong.
Hidalgo Babalgo. What's the difference? Still a bird brain.
Wow, okay, you really need to stop calling me a bird brain.
Is that sword talking? And glowing? And has a creepy eye?
Yeah, that sword is, like, huge, isn't it? Like, this is the sword and this is us? That sword is tremendous! Oh, there goes the voice. Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted, to answer the question that you muttered under your breath that you thought I didn't hear, I'm your sword. Your old one. Yep. Got hit by some Mesa, and now I talk. Mesa. Huh? What? You didn't know what Mesa is? Mesa is like a nice glass of champagne filled with razors. Or, to be more direct, it's the oogly-boogly dark energy that swirls around our planet, or whatever. It tastes amazing, and if you get enough of it, you'll pick up fun quirks like going crazy and wanting to cut everything up. I guess you got a case of the main character amnesia, huh? No wonder that old crow wizard kicked your sorry butt.
Do you mean Omega Wing?
Omega Wing? The sword is enormous, it is. Omega Wing? Wow, how extra. And here I thought your title was a lot. Prince of Blade Wings, was it?
Whatever. So, you plan on corrupting me too, don't you?
Oh, please. You Blade Wings murdered all of the crows without using Mesa.
It was the only way.
It was the only way, chat. Ha! Sure! No, I'm not gonna kill you or corrupt you or whatever. Listen up, I have some delicious bad news. You know those friends of yours, Kaze, Gallium, Redvolt? I hate to be the blade of bad news, but they're helping Omega Wing. Liar. They'd never betray the Blade Wings. We're all bound together. You'll have to try harder than that, you dull stick. Hey, I take great offense to that.
I don't understand. Why would they?
Why would they? Do you always talk to yourself in a low, somber tone like that?
What's that smell? Tengu?
Tengu? Oh, right. You can probably smell them from here. Gross. Omega Wing freed them all after he pinned you to that tree that I saved you from, by the way. Told the Tengu to obey your old pals.
If the Tengu are free, Kaze, Goal, Red!
Oh, I can tell you're getting a bit flustered. Relax a little. I can't relax. My failure caused them to suffer. It's my duty as Blade Wing to make things right. Yeah, by beating the absolute crapola out of them. They're all over Blade Wing City. Your city. It's okay to have some story at the beginning of your demo, I feel like. But I would say that I think that it's more important to get to the core part of the gameplay as fast as possible. Like maybe mix it in, with advancing forward and getting introduced to combat and stuff, instead of having a wall of dialogue in the first segment of the game. So what now? I'm supposed to use a possessed thing to seal the souls of the Tengu?
Aw, come on. Like you'll find another sword as cool as me. Our souls are bound, Blade Wing. They always have been. Plus, only I can absorb the meza from the Tengu.
I will say that the audio levels are kind of a little all over the place for the voice work too. Obviously, sometimes there is dialogue and sometimes there isn't dialogue recorded. But like, it seems like there's a bit of a balancing thing. Like some parts seem unnecessarily quiet compared to others.
You make a strong point, creepy sword.
Yeah. And I was afraid being used by a goody-goody would be boring.
It would be boring! Okay. Jump. Attack. We can jump off walls. We have a dash. We have a double jump. Pretty nice visuals. Honestly, like, the art's pretty good. I kind of wish that I could, it was, like, zoomed in a little bit more. Just so I could see it. Oh, why? Little hook shot attack. Oh, this is not Mario. Cannot jump on their heads. Oh, B absorbs. And that gets us out of the level, perhaps. Hidalgo and Mezimeta ascend into the skyline over Bladewing City, now a neon necropolis. Goodbye, text. Hint, finding egg yolkies in each level. So, like, both of those instances, the text disappears so fast that I'm not able to read it. And I know that I'm reading it out loud, so I could probably have read it if I wasn't doing that. But, like, still, it should really linger for a bit longer, I would say. And then also, like, especially for screens that have tips on them, make it so that I have to click to advance to the next screen, because sometimes those if the tips are useless, then, like, why have the tip there at all? But, like, I feel like if the generally tips are going to be useful, I want to be able to make sure that I read them. And I don't know what the fuck that was. Something about eggs? I don't know. That shit was gone. So, like, I want to have, like, make me have to press a button to advance the screen. Also, apparently my controller has a bit of drift, or this game might not have, like, any. I'm sure that my controller has a bit of drift, but you can see that my character is slowly moving forward, and there's not, like, any like, built-in or certainly not hardly any built-in dead zone into the game, so that's something to note as well. Whew, what a bummer. Yeah, I will be randomly just moving to the right. Yeah, my PC's just too fast. Yeah, I guess. What a bummer. Looks like the old noodle joint was shut down. Okay. Bladewing City.
It's different.
It's different. The place looks and smells like bird poop, and not the good kind. What? This must be Omega Wing's doing. Bladewing, you were out for 2 years. Get a clue. Bladewing City needs a hero, and heroes always wear red.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. Yeah, they do. Look, I'm not killing Tengu because I want to. You're not really killing them, though. Cutting the Tengu with me will rend them of their meza, which you then absorb with me. You're saving their actual souls. It's a mercy. That's one way of looking at it. If that's my path as a Bladewing, so be it.
Oh, I love me some good intentions. Now let's jump this goose.
Now let's jump this goose! Now let's jump this goose! This dialogue is not noticeably adding to the plot. Yeah, I don't...
Bust the juice?
Bust the juice? Literally, what are you trying to
How
say?
about saving the coop? Because everyone knows that the bird is the...
The bird is the... By the grace of the feather. This is going to be a long one. So, I mean, like, the game that is mostly... have the most similarities to would definitely be, like, Nine Sols, I suppose, right? And I think that should... that would be a game to pay attention to. I really love the visuals of us dashing here, by the way. Like, it's really cool. This little kind of, like, glowing rainbow dash shadow thing. But and like that could be a really great. I don't think that there's going to be probably a parry type mechanic like there is in Nine Sols or whatever. But regardless, like just like visually and like the kind of pacing and dialogue and stuff like that could be certainly one to take a look at. I level up there. The art's pretty cool. Oh, was that something there? What is this? No, nothing. Hello. You might be wondering why I'm hiding in this corner. There's a Tengu down there. Glowing warning signs to indicate a Tengu are near? Huh, who'da thunk? Okay, great. Okay, this is the big time. Chain those kills together, Bladewing. Okay. Oh, we can hit their attacks and knock them away. Oh, what's this? Timing. Timing is everything. Okay. Charmed, I'm sure. Charmed, I'm sure, hun. Do me a favor. Kill those creepy spider bots down there, will you? Okay. I like jump on them like I'm fucking playing Mario. Aether Shield. As funny as it is to see you get knocked around a bit, I think this improves our chances. 1-hit shield on upgrade 2-hit shield. A protective shield against the wrath of Tengu. Soul Absorber, but what about your steps on your fit beak? Draw a nearby mezza towards you automatically. Oh, that's nice. So, like, we leveled up there, but I don't know, like it seems like our HP increased by 10. A bit more of, like... I feel like having to spend stuff would be kind of nice, potentially. Whoa! Okay, we can attack directly down, too.
Hey, nice to meet you. Now scram, I'm guarding this trash.
Okay. It's a nice tink sound when we get hits there.
Those creepy crawly egg yolks probably give out some tasty healing souls.
Okay. Where'd my dash go? So yeah, I feel like having stuff attack in any direction by holding the stick in 4 directions. This also works with something.
You haven't said anything in like an hour.
Okay, I'm gonna be skipping this dialogue here. Like, yeah, this feels a bit more like this spacing between me and the character feels a little bit more appropriate for compared to how it was back before, because it's like nice to be able to see what's going on. Hidalgo drifts off, but then...
Where am I?
Okay, we're gonna just skip. Oh! We're Void Crow. What am I? Oh. What is he? Oh. Goodbye. Be glad you don't have to face that Dracula Falcon. It's probably impossible to kill anyway. Okay. So it's like, okay, I would say, like, there's some cool stuff. Like, a lot of the visuals I like, but there's also, like, a lot of placeholder stuff. Okay, we got another animation here. Short demo was fine, except half the demo was dialogue. Yeah, there was a lot of dialogue. I think that the combat is okay, and I like the attacking enemies' attacks, reflecting back at them. I think that that's cool. You know, I'd be curious to see potentially, you know, that having to like do a lot of accurate timings with that kind of mechanic with bosses, like having to not only hit like enemies like ranged attacks potentially, but hitting their melee attacks You know, I mean, I assume that there's like some Nine Sols or maybe like the old or maybe some Sekiro or maybe some Ninja Gaiden kind of inspirations here. I like a lot of the cyberpunk-y kind of vibes, but again, I feel like it serves it better for things being a little bit more up close and personal. When you're all far back, it just doesn't feel like you're like engaging with the character that much. I don't know. It might just be the choice, which is fine, but that's kind of what I think. A lot of the user interface kind of feels placeholdery. But there's a lot of really great animations there. Like these cool, like I said, like the dash, like that rainbow kind of effect is really interesting. When you do your attacks, they're like these like angular kind of looking things, and that's pretty interesting. The dialogue is definitely not it for me. But the gameplay isn't too bad. The controls are nice. I like the like how it plays. So it's a 2D platformer hack and slash. They say it's listed as an action roguelike. But I don't know what the roguelike elements would be for that. It's like really unfair to compare it directly to Nine Sols, so I'm not trying to be like, just be like Nine Sols. I don't want to be like that, because I mean, it's especially unfair for me because I consider it like one of the best games that I've ever played. So, like, it's but I do like a lot of the things that are here. But dialogue felt like it was half the demo. Combat feels pretty good. Camera is zoomed out pretty far. Which I feel like makes things feel less personal. It's not too bad, but like I just don't. I don't know. I think it's like a 2 from me. I mean, I'd be kind of curious to see what it's like when it comes out. There's no release date stated on their thing. I think that in the demo that said it would be like next year or something like that. But like I said, it's like unfair to directly compare it to Nine Sols. But yeah. I'd be curious to see what it's like when it releases. So maybe, and I feel like it's, as far as like a recommending of the game, I feel like it's not really yet. Like, but I kind of feel hopeful.
that the transformation thing where you become a more powerful creature is not like a super interesting hook to me personally, but I mean it's like fine.